Hey guys, quick video to show you how to operate and control a handoff automated pump with the PumpTrakr app. Diving in, going to the map view, my favorite view. Today we're specifically going to look at this power unit, shop 13 acre patch. We're going to hit the, I didn't show you that, let's look back, look at this. We're going to specifically look at the tile at the bottom. We've selected this well. The tile at the bottom, it shows 13 acre patch. We're going to hit the pump options button. It's this button right here. I like that color. Let's get a different color. This button right here. Let's click that one. Alright, from this page, if you've messed with the app at all, you can tell that the top name of the well, beside it, well info. Click this to store things like the name, the length of the holes you want to poke, the size of the holes, or the irrigation fittings you want to take to the well. Information that you want to make sure stays with that well specifically from year to year for everybody to know, put it under well info. Down a level, this is where you choose the field that you're going to irrigate. This well can pump 2 different fields, and then you can select the section that you're going to irrigate. This would be the irrigatable runs, sets, or sections, or whatever you call them. All right, now we've chosen the field and the irrigation name of the irrigation set we're going to irrigate. You can see at this level we've got a power unit chosen, the shop electric 13 acre patch. So that is very important to make sure you have the right power unit at the right location. And then underneath that, please note, this is really a big deal, power unit module type. If there is a power unit at a location, the PumpTrakr is going to ask itself, is there a module associated with that power unit? And that's going to determine what kind of buttons you have here and what kind of controls, if any, that you have. This particular power unit is set up as an electric auto, which is what we're going to be working on today. Because it knows that, it's going to spend specific commands and expect certain commands back from the app. All right, I want to make sure that I use my timer. You can just hit the start button and start the pump without a timer remotely, and it'll just run until you tell it to stop. I like using the timer. It gives me a safeguard in case I forget. Sometimes that happens. Click turn the timer on. It goes to the database and discovers that the default time for this power unit is 12 hours set up in the admin panel. The user can change that. But that's every time you start a pump, it's going to find that default and start you off right there. So I am, for this particular purpose, I'm going to go ahead and change that. And we're going to set it for 4 minutes. That's because that's the least amount of time you can run a well in automatic for. 4 minutes. It's going to, when you turn it on, it's going to lock this well for 3 minutes for me and any other user in PumpTrakr so that we don't have a bunch of data collisions between everybody trying to send messages to turn something on and off. Makes it a lot smoother, prevents a lot of errors. So 4 minutes is the minimum amount of time. Then you can choose down here, do we want this pump to automatically turn off when the timer expires or not? Cool thing is, you can change this at any point in time until you hit the 4 minute mark. So make your best choice. If you want to change your mind later, you can. We hit start pump. That's when you get this little spinning thing here. It's going to count for 30 seconds and wait for a response for 30 seconds. If it gets an ignition response within the 30 seconds, you'll get this green check mark to let you know everything is done complete and good. When you get that, you've successfully started your pump and you have an ignition response. If you're 100 miles away or 1,000 miles away, you know you got it. That'll refresh this page to some new information. Your new information is right here. And it says the session has started and we have a 0 hour and 4 minutes on the timer. At the end of 4 minutes, if this box is checked, it will turn off automatically. If this box is unchecked, then it won't. You can change that as many times as you want to, right up until the point when you hit the end of your timer. Also, I want to note that right now you can't click the turn off button. It is set to, it says can end in almost 2 minutes and counting down. The importance of that is that's the 3 minute timer. It just lets you know how long you have to wait until you can regain remote control over that well. So I'm going to fast forward the video so you can see how to shut this pump off. All right, as the timer's winding down, let's jump back to the map view. The pin's green, that means it's running, obviously. Down here in the tab, you can see that it was started at 9:11, and with a 4-minute timer, is set to turn off at 9:15. Current time, 9:14. So, in just a few minutes, we'll be ready to turn this thing off. Let's go ahead and jump into the pump options and see exactly where the timer is, and we're 5 seconds overdue. So, if we wanted to, we could click the End Now button. You notice it's changed. It doesn't have a countdown in it. It's nice and bright. It's clear. It's easy to see. We can hit that right now and turn this pump off. Or we can wait till the timer ends. At the end of the timer, if this is still darkened, it'll do the same thing as pushing the End Now button. For time's sake, let's just click the End Now button and watch what happens. Click End Now. The same windmill happens as before. It's sending the message. It's waiting for a reply back. And we got the green check mark. It actually did turn off. We have ignition, proof positive. It is off. If we clear my drawing, go back out to the map. Oh, notice that the timer, everything's set back to its original state. And if we go back to the map view, the pin is grayed out. Everything's off. That's how it should work, guys. Good luck. Thanks for watching.